Solo in Manila City. This day, I had no idea how I wanted the evening to go, but I was also just ready to kind of explore the city and see what's out there. This was actually my second time in Manila, and even though I've been here before, I was really keen to come back and explore the city all over again. So come spend the evening with me while I yap and tell you guys my experience here in Manila City. I feel like Manila is that one city where when you search it up, a lot of people will tell you don't go to Manila, don't even try, don't even do this. And I was like that for a while. I was very skeptical coming to this city because there's just a lot of things, especially as a solo traveler. Don't go to Manila, it's not very safe and things like that. But then again, when I came to think of it, I'm like, I'm already in the Philippines, and if Manila is known as the city, it might as well just make sense for me to come here. So my first time actually when I traveled, I actually arrived in Manila. I actually have a vlog on that. And when I arrived in Manila, it was such a good time. I spent like 5 days in Manila, and after the whole 5 days in Manila, I was just like, I love it here. I love the scenery, I love the city life. But then again, this is actually coming from someone who, I will tell you, like, when I'm in the city, I'll tell you, oh my god, I'm such a city girl. Like, I want to be here forever. I want to build a house here. I want to live I want to live here. But then again, when I'm actually outside of the city and I'm in the countryside, I will also tell you the same thing. I will tell you, like, oh my god, I love the country life. I want to stay here. I want to build a life here. I want to start life all over again. And then when I'm on an island, it's also the same thing. I just love islands. So I really never know what to make of that because I get so comfortable very easily. And even when it comes to island life, country life, or even city life, honestly, when I say I can adapt, I can literally just live in all these places. And I don't think I can ever choose just one of them. Anyways, going back into exploring Manila and everything, I honestly do not believe in anyone's experience is my experience. Yes, as much as we're all human beings and we go through things, I just think that my experience is my experience and yours is yours. And just because I had a good experience does not mean you will also go have a good experience. And the same is like, if you have a bad experience does not mean I'm also gonna have the bad experience, or the other way around. But I just think that when there are things that you need to experience, especially when there are places that you need to experience, we all get to experience places differently. And not just places, I think like with just a lot of things, we get to experience things very, very different. So when it comes to experiencing things, I will never tell someone like, oh, I had a bad experience here, so you should not go there. Or like, I had a good experience here, so you should go. I will tell you though, like, I am going to share my experience, and then you can just decide for yourself if you can go or not. I can recommend for you to go. Like, I'll tell you, oh, I had a good experience here, maybe you should go and check it out. But I am not telling you to go. I am just suggesting I had this good experience and maybe you also should go and check it out. So that was really me in Manila, and this was my second time being in Manila. And after my first experience, really, I was just looking forward to spending a few more days in Manila. My first time I stayed in Makati City, and then now I actually stayed a little bit closer to BGC, and this was such a good experience because I felt like when I stayed in Makati City, that was a whole other experience, and now being in this part of BGC, I had a whole different experience. So I really just wanted to spend the whole evening checking out Manila and going around and exploring. And honestly, there's a lot to do in Manila. There's a lot to do, and really you just have to find whatever you want. If it's shopping, there's a lot of different shops. There's a lot of different places you can go and explore and go check out. And if honestly, as I said, if you want shopping, you can buy a lot of things here, especially if you're coming to countries like Australia or like countries in the West where the currency is a bit high. You can end up with a lot of things just by exploring and checking out what's available and what's not, and what you're interested in and what you're not. So I feel like because of that, it's just the beauty of the city life, and also just the beauty of convenience. Really, honestly, I feel like being in Manila really just gives me that vibe of just like, I want to live here. Like, I want to I want to make my life here. So yeah, I got to experience Manila, especially this evening, and just being able to explore and look around and see. And also one more thing that I feel like whenever I'm in Manila, I just come here and as much as it is the city and you can get a lot of things, I also feel like this city is so beautiful. I was working, as I said, here in the evening, and my whole walk is was just the purpose of me going around and exploring. Really, I did not have any specific goal that I wanted to achieve this evening apart from just exploring and see what Manila is all about. So that's really just what I did, and just seeing how beautiful this city is. I was just in war, and every time I'm in Manila again, I feel like it's just that one city where you have to go there for yourself and see it for yourself, because a lot of people will give their own opinion and will give their own whatever they feel. But honestly, as I said, just have to experience things for yourself, because experiences really can vary. So really, that's all about the beauty of Manila, and I definitely appreciate what Manila has to offer in terms of the architecture and just everything that you get to see while you're here. Honestly, you can get to experience just as much as you want. If you're into food and if you're into, let's say, just sightseeing, there's a lot of things you can get to see in Manila. So being solo here and just kind of going on about my way and choosing how I want the evening to go was really, really, really something I loved. And even though I did not get to do much, but I feel like just being here and being able to see and spend the evening in this city itself was such a good experience. And honestly, I will never tell someone to not go to Manila. I have seen a lot of videos where a lot of people were telling, oh, if you're going to Manila, just take your flight and arrive there, and as soon as you arrive, leave. Like, you only just need 1 day to 2 days. People were saying there's not much to do, which I'm like, I'm not sure about that. There is a lot to do. And people were saying it's not safe. And then I was like, where is safe? Like, what is safe? And where in this world is even safe? Because the whole world is messed up. So you really can't tell me to not go at a place just because you feel like it's not safe or things like that. Yes, as much as really that might be true, and maybe people have really just experienced unsafeness. And I've actually met people also who've said for them, they just did not feel safe in Manila. And I empathize with that. But then again, because that's not really my experience, I cannot say much on that. I really can't say much. I have loved my experience in Manila, and this being my second time really says a lot, because if it was really that bad for me, I don't think I would have gone back, especially the second time, because I had a choice. And even my trip was actually from Iloilo and then was to stop in Manila for a few days that I was able to stop here, and then I had to make my way to Puerto Princesa, and then from Puerto Princesa to El Nido. El Nido was my final destination, and this trip could be done with an airplane. Literally, I could have taken the flights if I wanted, but because that's not something I actually wanted. I loved my first experience from Manila to Dumaguete through ferry, and I wanted to do that again. I honestly wanted to do that, and even though I knew that they were gonna take days and it was gonna like meant for me to stop in Manila, I was like, that's the whole point. I want to stop in Manila again. I want to experience Manila again, and let's see what's in there. So being solo here really truly made me appreciate this city even more, because being able to have the freedom to explore it on my terms and just go about the way that I prefer, I was just like, this is good. This is good. So I truly enjoyed my solo experience here in Manila, and I would recommend again. I am not telling you to do it. I'm not telling you to go. Obviously, I would never force you. And even if I force you, it's not like I'm gonna catch that flight with you and actually go with you. So it's really up to you and how you actually want to experience everything. So really, it's all up to you. But then again, don't let the reviews and people discourage you to check out what you truly want. Because for me, as I said before, like, I really just don't go back with other people's experiences and be like, oh yeah, because they experienced that means I'm gonna experience the same. Honestly, I do not believe in that. But then again, we're all different. But I really hope that if you're ever in Manila, you actually give it a chance and you actually explore the city and you check it out and get whatever you want, because this city is truly beautiful. Anyways, I kind of wanted to touch on this experience in Manila. This evening was such a memorable one, because even though I did not do a lot of things, but just being here and walking around, experiencing the city on my own terms was really just something I needed. So go and check out Manila if it's ever on your list, and I hope you also enjoy your solo trip. And if you have any questions or you want some recommendations on things to do while in Manila, ask them in the comment and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Again, go and enjoy Manila, and I hope that you get to experience the best experiences. Okay, bye. See you guys in the next one.